Hello, everybody, and welcome back to ArsenalAura. This is another mini episode of the series of the podcast. Welcome back. Thank you for being here. In today's episode, we're gonna do a recap of the Tottenham game just finished. We lost 1-0. That's our final game of the Asia preseason tour, which finished with a loss to our arch rivals. Um, it wasn't the best game. Did it felt like a derby? I'm not sure. I think Arteta went with a decent side, but it wasn't the strongest. There was no Zubimendi in the starting lineup. Obviously, Kivior went in because Gabriel and Calafiore are injured. Nørgaard started, and then I think the team was as expected. So I can understand why he didn't start Gyokeres, for fitness kind of issues or thinking that, maybe he's not fully fit and everything else. But Zubimendi, I mean, it's a, North London derby. You kind of want to have your best players on. So maybe he wanted to bring them in the second half, Zubimendi and Gyokeres, to see how they connect a little bit. Maybe I thought when I saw the first 11. Um, we went in kind of a similar pattern to last year, to last season. We're starting the games brightly, right? But I thought we kind of faded away pretty quickly, to be honest. We didn't really had any chances or any creativity. It was a similar thing to last season. So I don't know exactly how this needs to be fixed, but it wasn't pretty. Spurs had more chances, especially from set pieces. They hit the post twice from direct corner kicks, which was weird. Raya didn't have the best day, the best game, or the best preseason. I thought he was a little bit, I don't know, on his toes, maybe nervous, maybe I don't know exactly. In those two corners that I'm telling you about, that Spurs hit the post, he was really weird position, and he played weird. I don't know, and Kepa didn't came on, so don't know what's that about. Maybe Arteta is trying to get Raya up to speed, given the fact that we're a couple of weeks until the Prem starts. Um, I like Nørgaard, to be honest, during this game and the whole preseason. I think he settled well in the team. He looked composed. Uh, he had a decent game. I think he's going to be a decent addition to the squad, or replacement, because he's not an addition because he replaced Jorginho. So there you have it. On the attacking side, Saka was trying, but didn't have his best game, most inspired or best game. Um, we really need to see more from Martinelli, I think. I really like him. I like Martinelli. I like the thought of a Brazilian kid coming to Arsenal on pretty low transfer fee and becoming a really, really great player. But I think he lost a little bit of that spark, that ability, that energy that he used to have. He still has pace, but that's it. You, I mean, it's only pace. he had a decent chance, I think, in the second half, and he just hit the ball over the goal. I don't know. I still believe in him, but I'm starting to have doubts about him. I don't know. Maybe he got coached out of his Brazilianness, if that's a word. Maybe he got. I don't know. I don't know what's going on, but he needs to get that thing back, that spark, that energy, that dribble ability, that technical ability, shooting, whatever. He needs to combine that with speed, and he'll be good. The other option that we have on the left-hand side at this moment in time is Trossard. He has more creativity. I like his technical ability more than Martinelli's at this moment, or in this game at least, but he lacks some pace. I think we're kind of in a limbo here on the left-hand side, and I don't know if the solution is signing Eze or signing someone else, a left winger, but I think if you have Saka on the right-hand side, you're going to have your main striker in Gyokeres. You need someone to produce something on the left-hand side as well. So whether that's through a transfer, whether that's, I don't know, through hypnosis, hypnotize Martinelli and say, hey, listen, you're Brazilian. Remember how you used to play back in the days, and try to bring that back. I'm not sure. Also, we definitely need to grow this channel. Maybe we're gonna, talk or discuss in every single episode or mini episode about the shooting situation. We absolutely need, there were some moments in this game specifically where we get to a certain point and there's literally, you can see an a path to shooting. You can see it's the best option. And no, it's just a short pass or a long pass or getting out of the zone, and it's baffling. For me, it's really difficult to understand why. I know at one moment we had Joe invited on the pod, and he mentioned that Arteta is a percentage guy, so you have more percentage, more chances of scoring or getting in a scoring position if you try to bypass the defense or something. Higher chances than shooting. That's basically what he said, and I get it, but sometimes you need to shoot. You definitely need to shoot. You don't know what can happen from a shot, so someone needs to, I don't know, Gabriel Heinze maybe, he needs to use his passion and his, speeches and whatever else, and scream at them and say, just shoot, man, just try. I'm not saying shoot every single time, but from time to time you have to do it. How did we lose this game? Well, right before halftime, Raya played a really poor pass in midfield to Miles Lewis-Kelly. To be honest, Miles Lewis-Kelly, I think he was under pressure for 3 or 4 Spurs players. Some say he got fouled in midfield. I don't know. The replays were kind of weird, so I can't see clearly what has happened. The thing is, he lost the ball in midfield near the halfway line, I think. And Sarr basically lobbed Raya from around 40 yards. Raya didn't cover himself in glory there. I know this is the style of play, playing out of the back. And, sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. But when it doesn't, it looks really bad, and it looked really bad. Was it against the run of play? Not quite. I mean, Again, the same Arsenal pattern as last season. A lot of possession, but no end product. It's a little bit worrisome, to be honest. We're a little bit over 2 weeks and the Prem starts. Something needs to change. We need to change something. We added the striker, but if we're gonna keep playing like this, I don't know if it's gonna be a big difference. Also, something that was really annoying, the timing of the substitutes. It was really late, around the 17-minute mark, when Trossard and Zubimendi came on. Like, the team looked a little bit tired at that moment. I was expecting somewhere around maybe halftime, maybe 50, 60 minutes, but not in the 70th minute. And the next batch of substitutes came around the 80th minute mark, right? I understand about Gyokeres because he didn't have a lot of training sessions and maybe he wasn't fully fit. I understand that, but the rest, we saw Mosquera came in, Dowman, Gyokeres, Zinchenko, and Merino. Unfortunately, a worrying sign, Trossard came off injured. He was replaced by Nelson in the 85th minute. Not sure, don't have any info on the extent of Trossard's injury. Some positives, Mosquera was really impressive, I thought. From what I could see, I thought he was really composed on the ball. He had some nice assured passes. So, yeah, I only got to see him for like 15, 17 minutes, something like that. But he looked good. He looked good. I liked what I saw. Gyokeres didn't get any service. He touched the ball a couple of times. Honestly, we need him on the pitch in the same time with a fresh Odegaard, with Saka, with Zubimendi, Rice, someone on the left-hand side, someone who can create. But, I can understand a context of not being fully fit and not he wasn't able to take part in many training sessions, so the connections are not there and whatever else. Max Dowman. How many times in how many games can we praise this kid, this child? He was fearless again. He ran at players every time he had the ball, gets his head up and starts running towards them. He has desire, he has passion, he has football brain. He's an incredible talent. He's only 15. Jesus, he's gonna be 4 or 5 months until he's gonna be 16. That's incredible. So yeah, I think those are the main points. Don't want to keep you very very long. Arsenal's preseason tour in Asia comes to an end. They've been to Singapore. They won against AC Milan 1-0. They lost the penalty shootout because they had it anyway, but not to worry about that. Too worried about that. We won 3-2 against Newcastle, and we moved to Hong Kong where we lost 1-0 to Spurs, which is never nice. It's never a nice feeling. And I think the team is gonna go back to England, to London. They're gonna have the Emirates Cup, which will start, I think, on the 6th and then on 9th of August against 2 Spanish teams. And then we're just gonna jump in the Prem. Hopefully, we can get someone versatile, whether it's Eze, whether it's someone else, Rafael Leão, whether it's Rodrygo. we don't know yet. The rumors are we need to sell someone, maybe Nelson, maybe Zinchenko, who knows. We need to do Fabio Vieira. We need to get a couple of players out in order to get the funds for a left winger or a left winger slash creative player slash versatile player. So yeah, thanks so much, guys, for joining in. Thanks so much for watching, for listening. Please leave a comment, like, share, subscribe. Anything helps. And yeah, we'll see you back when Arsenal are back in London for the Emirates Cup. I wish you all the best, guys. Thank you for being here. Cheers.